Okay, I am literally so confused right now because just yesterday, Gal Gadot posted this. A few years ago, it was announced that I was going to play Wonder Woman. I've been so grateful for the opportunity to play such an incredible, iconic character, and more than anything, I'm grateful for you, the fans. Can't wait to share her next chapter with you. So we saw this yesterday, kind of thinking like, oh, maybe there's some sort of Wonder Woman announcement coming up. We haven't heard anything about Wonder Woman 3 in a while now. Maybe we're finally getting some updates on that. Some people were even theorizing like, oh, maybe that project is dead, especially with the bad reception of Wonder Woman 1984. Maybe, oh, Wonder Woman 3 isn't happening. It's canceled. It's dead. And then this gave us hope like, oh, no, it's alive. It's doing good. We're going to get an update soon. Then flash forward to today, where Wonder Woman 3 is no longer moving forward, according to The Hollywood Reporter. Now, it's not like this is just some random scooper that we're talking about here. I mean, it's The Hollywood Reporter, one of the big trades in Hollywood, so they're not going to put out this information if it's not been confirmed by the studio. And what? Yeah. So it sounds like Wonder Woman 3 is canceled. And I'm not sure how to feel about it because I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. She is an amazing Wonder Woman. Was Wonder Woman 1984 not the best? Sure, I still enjoyed it. Nowhere near as good as the first movie, but it's not a bad movie. It's just not as good as the first. But I was still really excited to see what was going to come in this third and most likely final movie in this trilogy. And now to see that that's not happening just feels, I don't know, it's just really sad and feels like it's going to be really unsatisfying. And this, of course, goes alongside, James Gunn and Peter Safran just took over DC Studios, that's now officially branded as DC Studios, and creating the DCU. So DCEU without the E, so just DC Universe or DC Cinematic Universe, whatever it's officially standing for. And so we've heard all these great things about James Gunn's plans, and it sounded amazing so far. We've all been putting all our trust in James Gunn. I have full trust in him. And so far, everything he's been doing has been looking like, okay, they are just going to continue as things are and just continue with this universe, salvage what is left of the DCU and transform that into the DCU. But this majorly contradicts that. So yeah, interesting, because when this James Gunn thing first happened, we thought there was maybe a possibility, or really when we were looking at the idea of David Zaslav was looking for a new person to run the DC studios, and that they were looking for DC's Kevin Feige. We were like, okay, what about this idea of possibly completely rebooting it, moving on from the Snyderverse, moving on from the DCU, getting completely new actors, and just starting from scratch? Now, this is a video that I actually did a couple months ago. I did a whole kind of breakdown of like my ideas of like if I was in control, how I would plan out the rebooted from scratch DC cinematic universe, basically kind of going by the format of the MCU, starting phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 with Superman and Batman and Wonder Woman, leading up to Justice League and doing all that. And it sounded cool, but then again at the same time, is this what's actually happening now, and is that what we really want? Because we've grown to love these actors in these roles. I mean, imagine somebody else playing Aquaman instead of Jason Momoa. Same goes for Wonder Woman. Like, I can't imagine anyone playing Wonder Woman better than Gal Gadot. Now, obviously, there is going to be someone, because, just like, Spider-Man, that's a character that's going to live on forever, and many, many actors will take on that role. And it's going to be the same for these characters as well, but it just feels so sad for it to be so sudden, and for this to be so real, because every time we were talking about it, I always kind of thought like, yeah, but that's not going to happen, and we didn't think it would until now. So is James Gunn and Peter Safran, are they rebooting the DC universe? Are we getting no more Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, no more Jason Momoa as Aquaman? Is Jason Momoa going to be playing Lobo now? I mean, that's what we've been hearing and seeing about. Zachary Levi done as Shazam. We literally just got Henry Cavill back as Superman. Was that all a waste for literally nothing? Maybe. So yeah, I don't. Again, this is very recent breaking news, so I don't know how to feel about this yet. But I'm just very shocked and saddened by this news. Now, just because Wonder Woman 3 is supposedly dead at DC doesn't necessarily mean they are rebooting. That's just what all the signs are pointing towards at this time. So we'll see. Obviously we'll be getting updates within the next few couple days. James Gunn is very active on Twitter and social media, so he'll probably, I'm thinking, most likely, say something about this at least. So we'll definitely have updates in the coming days. But this is crazy, definitely really crazy, and again, just sad. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think about this news that Wonder Woman 3 is dead and James Gunn and Peter Safran may possibly be rebooting the DC universe with no Gal Gadot Wonder Woman, no Jason Momoa Aquaman, no Henry Cavill Superman, completely rebooting and recasting all these characters. So thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.